You know, Bill Bailey is so popular. He's like an animal here. Everyone wants a piece of him. So we're thinking about actually caging him, putting him on a trailer and taking him over to the zoo. And then people can actually reach out and get him.
It's 1:58 at 95.7 WLHD Grand Rapids. I'm Bill Bailey, kicking off another exclusive More Music Hour where we stop the music only once. Right now, Eddie Money, Baby Hold On 95.7 WLHD. Interestingly enough, today the post office has decided they're going to unveil the commemorative Woodstock stamp. I think if it's going to be authentic, it needs to be maybe a little burnt around the edges. Huh? In fact, it should probably still be smoking when they put it on the envelope. Another beautiful day so far. Good day to go outside, get a tan, but be careful. You don't want to get too much. You know what I mean? 95.7 WLHD, best songs, best variety. Bill Bailey here, ready to go for the dough. You can call me right now, 451 WLHD 7708 95.7 from Holland, 396-2255, Grand Haven 846-2700. Tell me how much we have in our quick cash account. It's yours. A couple of passes to Star Theater just for playing the game. We're looking for caller number 20 right now from 95.7 WLHD.
I was born in a small town.
John Mellencamp living in a small town, better than some politicians I know. We're living in a small mind. It's 2:58 at 95.7 WLHD Grand Rapids. I'm Bill Bailey, kicking off another exclusive More Music Hour where we stop the music only once, of course. Best songs and, of course, the best variety.
95.7 WLHD Grand Rapids. WLS Chicago.
Once a year, it's okay with the Big 89 Rewind on WLS Music Radio.
It's okay to drive backwards?
Well, no, look at the rearview mirror and drive forward. You always go forward.
You don't. All right.
So, hey, it's Memorial Day.
Yes, it is.
Bill Bailey is here. Bill was on WLS with our crazy crew in the
early 70s.
In the 70s, and then went on to bigger and
yes, it was Bailey Palooza, the world tour.
It was. But a lot of folks don't know that Bill Bailey is a veteran of foreign wars.
I can remember
and happy Memorial Day to you and all of our fighting dudes out there.
Yep. God bless them all.
Yes, absolutely. And Bill Bailey is next at 3 o'clock. And thanks to Art Volo for coming down here and putting all of this craziness on tape. Thank you, Artie. He's the chronicler of all of our madness.
Yes, we'll buy that back from you later, Art. Rolling on with the music at WLS.
And now, more of the Big 89 Rewind with Bill Bailey.
Music Radio WLS Chicago.
Memorial Day. Bill Bailey here, rolling the doobies for you as we get through the afternoon. Take me in your arms, clutch me to your bosom, and rock me for a while in WLS.
I know your feet.
The Big 89 Rewind with Bill Bailey.
Music Radio WLS Chicago.
Steve Dahl was on the air and he said, "Stand up, Jeff." "Oh, I'm sorry, you are standing up." Get a little angle there.
Okay.
WLS Music Radio, the Big 89 Rewind on WLS Music Radio, Brownsville Station, smoking the boys' room from Ann Arbor, Michigan, where only in Ann Arbor can you find hookahs in every bathroom. I recall working at night on this radio station provided certain opportunities because the building had been evacuated at 4:59. Unbelievably talented woman right there, Yvonne Daniels, who passed away early in life. On the other side of the coin, you got those Rolling Stones honky-tonk women. Women who play the piano. WLS. Hi, WLS. Who's this on the phone?
This is James.
How you doing, James? Where are you calling from?
I'm actually calling from Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines, Iowa. I've never been there. You sell Davenports there, don't you?
No, that's in Davenport.
WLS Music Radio. Bill Bailey here on the Big 89 Rewind Monday, Memorial Day. And yes, I can be heard in West Michigan on 95.7. And yes, this guy makes Michigan look good, doesn't he? Bob Seger. This is Night Moves.
A little too tall, could have used a few pounds. The Rock of Chicago, WLS.
The Big 89. Yep, Bill Bailey here, voice of Christmas Past. With this guy, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, kicking off a tour with Steve Winwood in Grand Rapids within days. Don't do me like that. Do me like this. This, of course, is the big rewind of Music Radio WLS. John Records Landecker himself will be here at 6 o'clock coming up.
I want to hear a yarn now.
Please tell us
Well,
a yarn, Uncle Bill.
That's a true story, because the fun of working at this place at night was just not to be believed, because we didn't have security guards on our floor. There was a showcase. And if you were a big advertiser, they would put your stuff in the showcase. You know, whatever your product was, they put in a showcase. And then there'd be a big tour during the month that you were advertising. And as you walk through the radio station, oh, by the way, here's your product. And they would point out. And I remember Salerno butter cookies. There was a stack of Salerno butter cookies in a pyramid. And so what they would do was they would take out a box and restack the pyramid. And so after about 3 nights of that, I think it was me that said, you know, they're going to notice that the pyramid's getting kind of small. And so somebody got a razor blade and cut the backs out of the boxes.
They can remove the cookies from the rear, so to speak?
Yes.
And leave the boxes.
By Jove, I believe you've got it. And so at the end of the month, when it came time for the boss to take home several boxes of cookies, there weren't any. And you got a special thanks have to go out to Kipper McGee, who is one of the better program directors, one of the great program directors in America today.
Who still likes to do radio.
Who still likes to do radio. This guy, this is a real radio guy.
This is a labor of love, this show.
It is.
This day.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
We used to call him Gilly. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. We have to call him Mr. Gil Gross.
You called me Silly Gilly. Let's be right about that, Bebop.
It's great to, I'll tell you, this guy, what he has done in this business, he is legendary, not just from working here, but even after working here. Gil Gross.
Thank you, Bill.
Summer sounds best on WLS.
Nobody told Tom about the format, did they?
Nobody told me about the format. WLS. Here's spinning a yarn is Boz Skaggs. Lido Shuffle on the big 89.
Lido Miss.
You know, actually, I am from Chicago, as I said earlier. One of the few working here that actually is from this city. And so I grew up with WLS and always wanted to work here. It's the only radio station I ever wanted to work at. And before I could get here, I had to work at a bunch of others. And I always had a button on my car radio for WLS. So while I was here, I worked with a lady by the name of Sandy Montgomery Newton and decided to marry her because nobody else would have me. Are you kidding?
You really worked with her.
They almost locked her up after that. We're still together. And
now, what is the secret?
And well, she has photos.
Oh.
And along the way, when we first got together, the song Brandy by Looking Glass was out. And we thought, you know, that'd be a great name if we ever have a daughter, you know, Bill, Sandy, we'll call her Brandy. And so, as it turns out, we had a daughter. We named her Brandy, and we did it after this song that was playing at WLS at the time when we met. This is Looking Glass and Brandy on the big 89. John Records Landecker coming up within minutes. Stand by. First Badfinger. You want it? Come and get it. You got it.
If you want it, here it is. Come and get it.
Thank you very much for bearing with us. They'll probably try to find all the pieces and put this back together and turn this back into talk radio in a few hours. But in the meantime, you got a lot of great stuff coming up from John Records Landecker and Jeff Davis. And of course, it's the Big Rewind.
Sirius XM
60s on 6.
with Flash Phelps.
Oh, some sad radio news.
Won't you come home, William Bailey?
Won't you come home, William Bailey? Yeah, for Bill Bailey.
Hey, Bill Bailey.
Yeah.
Don't look now, but somebody's calling you.
Oh, no. It was the heavens calling Bill Bailey. It's very sad. I got a chance to meet Bill Bailey in Michigan a couple years ago, too. And all of a sudden, he was over doing a whole radio thing with golf and had a heart attack. And that was it. It's so sad. He was one of the nicest guys. I always remembered watching him and especially listening to him on the radio. He had been everywhere from Washington. He was on in Cincinnati. He was on the famed WLS in Chicago and for many, many years in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So those that listened to Bill Bailey on the air, he was even on DRQ in Detroit. Again, we will miss you. All right, won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Sirius XM 60s on 6.
You really should accept this time he's gone for good.
He'll never come back now, even though he said he would. So darling, dry your eyes. So many other guys would give the world, I'm sure, to wear the shoes he wore.
Somebody will take his job. Nobody will take his place.